Ladies and gentlemen, people of the world, I am Rob Mafia for Ticks, and welcome to this review of Killing Floor 2, the sequel to, well, Killing Floor 1. Killing Floor 2 has already been out for quite some time on PC and the PlayStation 4, but has had a recent release on the Xbox One. With the promise of Xbox One X enhancements coming this November, the future is certainly bright, and in 4K. So what is Killing Floor 2? Well, it's a first-person shooter where you and up to 5 other players face hordes of zombies and monsters in a bid to survive each wave. In between each wave you can spend some cash that you've accumulated on bigger and better weapons that you will inevitably need to survive the next wave of undead and genetically engineered monsters, referred to in the game as Zeds. There is no real story to the game, only that a company called Horzine have created monsters, and it's up to you and everyone else to clean up their mess. Of course, with no real story comes no campaign to play through, so if you're looking for a good story and a campaign, then Killing Floor 2 is not for you. There are 10 classes to choose from. In the game these are confusingly called perks. They are Berserker, Commando, Demolitionist, Field Medic, Firebug, Gunslinger, Sharpshooter, Support, Survivalist and SWAT. You can level up each one, making the fight on more difficult levels that a little bit easier to complete. There are 11 different monsters for you to choose from, ranging from simple one-shot zombies to more difficult brutes with weapons of their own that charge you and pummel you anew. At the end of each level there is a boss to fight too. These offer their own challenges and aren't always easy to overcome. There are only 2 bosses that you will face, a sadist doctor in a metal suit and an ex-employee of Horzine. Both bosses will easily wipe out the spray and pray style player, so working as a team and having each other's back is really important. Both the waves and boss battles need to be played tactically, especially as you progress through the more difficult stages, so again, working as a team is the only way you will make it through. There is a versus mode, which is pretty much exactly what Left 4 Dead versus mode was. One team with guns and the other are monsters with abilities. To be honest, for me, the game isn't about the versus mode, it's about completing the waves of Zeds and leveling each class. Initially the versus mode died a bit of a nasty death on the PC, but with the introduction of the PS4 and the Xbox One, I can see it probably making a small comeback. There are loads of different maps, some set in the mean streets, some set on the dirty depths of a city setting. Each level though looks pretty good. Killing Floor 2 is built on a modified version of the Unreal Engine 3, but whilst most of the top AAA titles do look better, Killing Floor 2 plays very nice and very smooth. It would have been nice to have some interactive environments to modify your path or create bottlenecks for the Zeds, but each stage has its own area where you can dig in and wait for the inevitable onslaught, so moving stuff around may not be the best idea, but still, it'd be nice to blow stuff up. Sound-wise, Killing Floor 2 ticks numerous boxes. Musically, it fits perfectly with the tracks from deathcore bands such as Impending Doom and The Living Sacrifice, and that's right up my street. There is some annoying voice acting now, but that can be forgiven. Killing Floor 2 really works for me because it's a game you can jump onto, have a quick blast and leave, and still make progress levelling up the classes. That being said though, it's going to take a long time to max out everything that's available. Killing Floor 2 also offers quite a lot in terms of cosmetics for your character, however it doesn't really make any difference to the game, but it's still something worth working towards. Some, however, are just downright bizarre. Overall, Killing Floor 2 is not a massive game and by no means something that will make your jaw drop, but it is a game that will have you going back for more when you have a spare couple of hours and allowing you to thrash out and cause utter carnage. I do feel though that despite the support from developers Tripwire Interactive, moving on into the next gen of consoles, Killing Floor 2 does have a shelf life, unless of course they come up with something that will keep players hooked for a long time to come. I really enjoyed Killing Floor 2 and I will definitely be jumping back in for more. I've been Rob Mafia for Ticks, like and subscribe and all that jazz. Follow the links below this video and visit the website, follow us on all social media for news, previews and reviews. Until next time, goodbye.